Are you a sad individual living under a Parisian opera house and dropping chandeliers on people's heads, which are fun? Well, you may want to stop because that's a crime and get yourself a podcast. How do you do that? Easy. It's with Anchor. Anchor is a totally free app and website, and you can record from your phone or your computer. You don't need fancy smancy equipment. Seriously, I have recorded podcasts from my bathtub while I was bathing. Anchor is free and super easy to use. Anchor has really simple podcasting tools. You sign up and then you start podcasting. It really is that simple. Within an hour of starting my podcast, I was already distributed on Spotify. Now I'm on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, and Radio Public. So look for the app or the website. The website is anchor.fm, and the app, just go to your friendly local app store and look up Anchor. That's ANCHOR. Happy podcasting! And go. Hello, we are back to discuss new episodes of Demon Slayer.
Not really new. It's 2020. I don't think any of these are new, but it's a new episode of this podcast.
Yes, new episodes to us. We're discussing episodes 9 and 10, which are called...
Episode 9 is called Tamari Demon and Arrow Demon. I swear to God, if I pronounce Tamari wrong, I will just collapse and die. And episode 10 is called Together Forever.
Please don't collapse and die. That would be very inconvenient.
Yes, it would be. Which is why I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, I think you got it right. It sounded like it.
Who knows?
But anyway, so we open up with kind of a flashback to last episode with the two demons. One has eyes on the palm of his hands. It's very Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. And then there's the other demon who throws balls that destroy things.
Big jingle too.
Yeah, that was interesting. So
I think they're like a special kind of playing ball, but I don't know because I haven't even looked up like Tamari ball yet to do some research, so I'm just kind of winging it with assumptions because I'm very bad at understanding other people's cultures.
yeah, I didn't think to look it up.
Me neither. But that's okay, because who needs to look things up when you have, I don't know, you have cowboys and cowgirls. Mainly cowgirls, I guess. And horse girls. Anyways, I'm getting off track.
I don't understand what you have against horse girls.
I have a lot of things against horse girls, Sarah.
When I was a child, I was a horse girl.
How dare you?
I competed in horse shows and won.
How dare you, you horse woman? With your horse voice and your horse teeth.
Okay.
And your horse ears.
Well, just for that, I'm gonna go and make some horse apples. Anyway, like we were saying...
Oh, yes.
The house. The poor destroyed house.
Yeah.
It was a nice house before it was destroyed.
Yeah, there was a person inside of it, I think. Aside from, Tanjiro, Nezuko, Tamayo, and Yashiro. No, I meant like a normal human girl who...
Yeah.
I don't know, collapsed? I don't know what happened to her, but...
No, it was the wife of the guy who turned into a demon.
Yep,
bit her.
that's what I was aware of and meant.
Yeah.
I'm not completely brain dead.
Wait, did it
I know
show?
It might seem like it.
Did it show what happened to her?
No, I don't think so. I think Tamio was just like, yeah, because she collapsed, I think. We kind of just put her in the basement. We're taking care of her because she got bitten by her husband. And, kind of severe. So...
somebody has messages. But
yes,
anyway.
it is the me.
Oh, okay.
I have the messages, Sarah.
So,
I'm special.
Yes, you are. Anyway, so see, the house is destroyed. The eyeball demon guy. I'm just gonna call him the arrow demon since that's what
I think he had a name.
he did. I can't remember.
I'm gonna call him Stinky Eyeball Man.
Well, you could do that, but we haven't gotten to that part in the show yet, so hold off. So the female demon is named Susamaro. I think.
I thought that was the arrow guy's name.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Because I remember being confused because I thought it said Sesshomaru, which is from Inuyasha and completely different demon. But anyway, that's not important. I just thought it was funny that was the connection I made. So anyway, so they're completely facing off against this house. The house is just demolished.
Yeah, Tamari girls, Tamaris, are just kind of beating the ever-loving shit out of the house. They're literally bringing down walls, and I'm pretty sure one of them broke a fucking light bulb, so that's pretty, not swaggeth, my dear gamer.
So the poor woman inside, I don't know how she avoided being crushed, but, anyway, so, we have fighting. Yep. So much fighting.
That's kind of just the thing with Demon Slayer. A lot of fighting, it's not one of your cheesy slice of life sand maze. It's people are getting stabbed. Whee!
So they face off, and it seems like the demons are gonna win. But somehow Tanjiro manages to get it together.
Yeah, he got his shit together, man.
Yujiro's head was taken off by one of the Tamaris.
Yeah,
but he got better.
So, yeah, he did. It was very just concerning to look at because none of us liked looking at his head completely regenerate when it did.
It was very startling. I did not expect his head to just be popped off by his body. But it happened.
And then it just grew back, and you could see all of his head inside. And bleh.
It was very disturbing, but very well animated. So,
it was.
So props to that. That was great.
A lot of things in the shows are very well. Wow. Okay, Liliana doesn't know how to English, but what I'm trying to say, show look good to human eyeball.
Yay. Speaking of eyeballs. There were too many eyeballs popped out of heads for my comfort.
There was one eyeball that popped out of a head.
Nope, there were two because the first one was Arrow Boy and the second one was Tamari Girl.
Oh yeah, you're right. Even still, it wasn't as bad as Arrow Eyeball Boy.
Okay, that's true. It wasn't.
Because his, just the thread from the back of his eye, I don't know what it's called, I'm bad at biology, but...
The optic nerve.
Yeah, the optic nerve. You could just see it, and it was hanging from his eye socket, and you could see his little eyeball. Ooh. Oh, blech. It wasn't fun to look at.
Okay, the way you described it was very funny, though.
Yes, thank you.
But I have to say that, yeah, I mean, it was very disturbing. I mean, even for, just being animated, not pleasant.
It still was just detailed enough to give us shivers on our delicate spines shiver so much.
Our very delicate shivering spines, yes.
Yes, they're constantly broken.
Yes, our broken, delicate, shivering spines.
That's too many words to be from spine. For something to call your spine.
Sure. Anyway, so Nesco gets into the action, and she loses her foot.
It was more of like her calf, like it just kind of got popped off by the tamari ball because she tried kicking it.
Yeah, after being warned not to kick it, but I guess she was kind of moving too fast to stop herself. So, yeah, her leg just bye-bye leg. So, Tamayo gives her a healing thing that is supposed to work on demons. Now, this thing is only supposed to,
quickly regenerate the whatever just got hurt.
Yeah, that's it. But, she comes back, like, way OP. It's just wild.
I mean, it apparently wasn't the serum thingy.
No.
Yeah, Yujiro and Tamiyo, names hard. But the two were talking to each other while they were watching Nezuko being fucking powerful as shit. And they were just kind of like, and Tamiyo was kind of like, well, this is her full power. This is her showing off her power. It's nothing that I fucking did. I have no control in this situation. That's exactly what she said.
Yes, a direct quote.
Yeah.
Sure.
All with the
I mean, you know, demons. They do that sometimes.
Yeah, totally. Have you ever seen a demon? I have.
Okay. So, yeah, so apparently, and she's like, and this isn't, like, with eating people. So,
demons get their strength from eating people, but Nezuko has not even tickled anyone's spleens.
That's what demons do. They tickle spleens.
Yep. But yeah, you know, Tony was just like, man, she hasn't even had a bit of blood. We have, but this is her being powerful, even though she hasn't touched anyone's brains with her teeth like a zombie. That's definitely what Tamiyo said.
A zombie?
Yes, a zombie.
Oh, okay. Like a zombie with an A.
Yes,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Thanks.
So, Tanjiro is fighting against Arrow Boy, and the arrows should have killed him. They really should have. He's like being thrown all over the place. The force of being propelled upwards like that,
it should have at least broken a lot of bones.
It should have broken every bone. He should have been mush. And he came away from it with a broken rib and a broken leg. And I know that this is an anime, and okay, he's a demon slayer, so he's got
powerful,
like, superpower, but
he doesn't even have superpowers. He's just, you know, after a bit of training, he's not very mushy as a person who hasn't trained for like 2 or 3 years.
But I mean,
but even still, he should have had a lot more broken bones.
Yeah, it's not like he's made of adamantium. So that was like, huh. And yeah, I know it's fantasy.
But
it's like he should have suffered more damage than a broken leg and some broken ribs. Like, at least a concussion. He should have had a headache.
You know.
A headache.
And he was even like, oh, doing all of these moves while being propelled? Oh, it feels like my arms are going to come off. Oh, the agony. But, you know, he's just kind of fine. He doesn't even have any broken arm bones or any broken hand bones or broken phalanges. Nope, just a broken rib and a broken leg. Well, I don't understand how he's so okay.
To be fair, it was a couple broken ribs. But yeah, I mean, his arms should have been, like, yanked out of the sockets and... Ugh.
That does not sound very pleasant, Sarah.
No. I realized that when I said it, I was like, oh, that's horrible. Anyway, so I'm glad for our boy
Yes, our lovely, gorgeous boy.
Okay.
Our baby boy.
He's a sweet boy. But anyway, so he actually manages to cut off Boy's head.
Yeah, after doing a bunch of just fancy swings of water moves.
Which is beautifully animated, by the way. I keep on saying that, but like the way that the water was a different animation style than the rest of the show.
Yes, it was just very funky.
It was a treat to look at. It was a visual treat. I quite enjoyed it.
Just, Arrow Boy was very pissed off.
Yes.
To say the fucking least. He was just like, oh, how dare you put my face in this filthy dirt!
It's pretty much, yeah, that's what he said, and like his eye was popped out of his skull.
Which I kind of found weird because I thought that the eyes on his hands were his eyeball eyes. I didn't know that he just kept on having his normal eyes closed. But that's on me.
Yeah.
So anyways, but yeah, he's really fucking pissed off and he unleashes a sort of ultimate attack move and he just absolutely beats the ever-loving shit out of Tanjiro, basically. Just, keep on flopping him around in the air.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, and he just keeps on doing water moves so he doesn't break more bones than is necessary. Which, but yeah.
Yes.
Then Arrow Boy just crumples away. And that isn't pleasant for him. He probably doesn't like that. But oh well, who cares about dear Arrow Boy?
Well, I'm sure somebody does.
Well, maybe, but we don't care about him.
Maybe Kibutsuji cares? Probably not, though.
No, absolutely not. He doesn't seem to really care about anybody. Like, not even the demons that he puts his blood into. No, it's more of just a sort of minion thing.
That's sad. Somebody should care about these demons. Maybe then they wouldn't try and murder.
Yeah, get these demons a therapist so they don't need people to solve their emotional problems.
Right? Yeah. So, basically he melts away. And then we have Tamari Girl.
Well, actually, the arrows stop, and then, kind of Tanjiro is on the ground, and he's like, right. My bone!
I don't know how I could forget about that, because that's when he's like, oh, I've broken a couple of ribs, and my leg's broken. And then he gets his sword in his mouth, and somehow manages to carry it, like, that boy's jaw strength is just, like...
falling against the ground. I don't understand how he was so easily able to identify the pains, because maybe it's just me, but I have a lot of trouble identifying my pains. Like, I'm not sure if my bones are broken. I'm not sure which part of my foot hurts. But this guy was just like, oh yeah, I've totally broken ribs, and I've totally broken a leg. Diagnosis complete.
Well, he trained for 3 years, so he's broken bones before, so he knows what it feels like.
No, I don't think he has.
After training that hard for 3 years, oh yeah, he's absolutely broken bones. The show didn't say it, but considering, like, the extent of his training, there's no way he didn't break most of his bones. It just skipped over that because that's not fun to see.
No, I wouldn't say so. But neither is seeing, I don't know. My brain kind of trailed off. Yeah,
people basically. Turning into goop. Yeah.
Yeah. So, basically, I think Tamari Girl and Nezuko are having a bit of a showdown where they're basically playing very aggressive kickball with each other.
It's great. If you didn't realize that you needed to see demons playing a very hardcore game of kickball, you need to see it. So that's a thing. It's because somehow Nezuko got her power, which is weird because Tamayo said that it wasn't the serum, that
it was just her own raw strength, which
But-
doesn't make any sense
yes.
because she had her leg popped off earlier, but now she's just like, okay. It's like when a kid runs into a metal bar and they get hurt, and then they just stand up a second later and they're like, I'm okay, and then they go back to doing whatever the hell that they were doing before they slam their head into a bar.
Yeah, but like 20 times more powerful.
Right.
That's the thing. That's the weird thing, is that if this was her natural power, okay, but then how did she lose her foot if she's so OP?
Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But, do we really care?
Not really. I mean, I'm curious if there's like an explanation for this that makes sense, but I mean, I can deal with it. Like Tanjira's not broken body. Like it's fiction.
Right.
I can handle it. I just like explanations for things.
Anyways, showdown, blah blah blah. And then Nezuko kicks one of the Tamari balls into the wall, and Tamari girl is just like, wow, you're really fun to play with, little girl. Woohoo! I don't understand the voices that I'm doing, but at least I'm not talking like a cowboy. That would make this so much worse.
Worse or better?
Good question. It's in Demon Slayer, but everyone talks like a cowboy. I want to see that dub.
Yes, we should work on that sometime later. But anyway, so what happened next?
I actually don't remember, but blah blah blah. Skipping past the like actual details. I think at one. No wait. Sorry, brain isn't trying to work. I don't know. But you know, I guess a bit later after dialogue stuff happens, I'm sure Tamari girl dead.
Yeah, she gets her head.
Yeah, I remember what happens now. Basically, Tamayo does that thing where she slits open her arm again.
Oh yeah,
and
the blood art.
Casts a spell, and while she was doing this, she was talking to Tamari girl, and she was like, and she was basically kind of being like, Kibutsuji is kind of like a pile of shit. Doesn't even care about you. He's honestly really just a coward. And Tamari girl is like, shut your up. She exactly said that.
Yes, direct quote.
But and then I think Tamari girl says Kibutsuji something Lord Kibutsuji, and Tamayo is just like, lol, don't you realize what you just did? And Tamari girl is like, oh shit, and she runs away, sort of facing English hard.
It is.
Sort of facing Tanjiro and looking up at the sky, just kind of putting her hands together and being like, wait, please, oh fucking shit, it was an accident, I swear, I didn't mean to do that. And then, like, big old arms come out of below her breasts, through her stomach, and out her mouth. Which was kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
And she kind of started getting the goop thing that happened to that one lady.
Yeah.
Except for she didn't turn into goop. She just kind of, according to the show, her cells were just kind of destroyed. But,
yeah.
I don't know. It was weird to look at. Very disturbing. Then she died.
It was Kibutsuji put his cells into her. And those cells were...
But it was a sort of curse that Muzan put on her. Just like, I think it's along the lines of, every demon that he makes, he's like, you must swear to never tell anyone about me because I don't want anyone to know about my foot fetish, I'm sure he would say.
I'm sure he has a foot fetish. It is now canon.
Thanks, wow. But anyways, so Tamari Girl is dead. I think Tamayo says something about...
Sorry, what were you saying? Tamayo says...
Tamayo says something about the Tamari Girl and also probably the Era Demon not being one of the upper moons that they need to take blood from. And I'm pretty sure Tentra says, wait, they aren't even an upper moon and they have that much power?
Yeah, do you know what we forgot though? We forgot to mention Tamari Girl's arms.
Oh yeah.
So many arms.
I felt like that wasn't important though. She just kind of grew like 4 arms.
I thought it was 6.
Oh wait, no, yeah, 6. Sorry, my brain isn't working apparently.
And they were buff arms.
They were. She looks very muscular.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, until she died. Then bad for her, but...
Yeah, I honestly am kind of like really sad that she died because I don't know why. I just really favor her design.
I really liked her character design. Like, the details, like, her face, how it's kind of pointy, her hair, how it had, like, red at the bottom of it. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I really enjoyed her design and her concept. Just, really childish demon girl that will absolutely rip your head off if she so desires.
A very angry kickball player.
Yeah, a very aggressive, chaotic kickball player.
Like
my thighs.
Like a steroid using kickball player.
Absolutely.
As a demon.
A stereo. Whew, wow, I really can't English today. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
But just very much on a lot of drugs that would enhance her playing capabilities. And I mean, she absolutely ate all of the meth. She bought like $100 worth of meth and she just ate it.
Just
Even
in
though
one sitting.
I'm pretty sure that amount of meth would be like a really small amount. I don't know. I actually really don't know anything about drugs. Especially illegal ones. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm sure they're expensive.
I find that very comforting.
Yay!
Anyway, yeah, so, her boy, Tamari Girl, dead. Yep. R.I.P. Press F to pay respects.
Sarah, no. Don't do that. That's absolutely dead. People will call you a clown and they'll cancel you on Twitter. Whatever the hell kids actually say nowadays. I'm so bad at picking up on trends.
To be canceled on Twitter, people would actually have to know who I am, so I'm safe.
Yeah, me and you both.
So they... What happens next? It's like it's a blank, because I remember, like, the very end, but...
I don't know. I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, I remember now. Basically, day breaks out. And now all 4 of them are in the basement, because 3 of them are just demons and, can't play in the sun.
Because the sun will kill them.
Yeah, they're like fucking vampires, but weirder.
Yes.
And, basically they're talking, and at one point, Nezuko just hugs, Tamia to Tam. Wow, I already don't know how to pronounce her name again.
I thought it was Tamayo, but...
Yeah, it might be. My brain just really doesn't want to pronounce words. Basically, she hugs her, and...
It was cute.
Yushiro is, for some reason, really freaking out. He's like, hey, don't touch my precious lady girl. You suck.
Like, it's weird because, like, when you see, like, in the flashbacks, it seems like they have, like, a mentor student relationship, but he's acting like he's in love with her.
Oh yeah, he totally is. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he's just like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, I love her so much. I'm so glad that she gave me this demon life. Anyways, yes, air guitar demon.
Sure.
That was a joke.
Do you want to talk about the flashback?
I'm not sure if there's much to talk about. Basically, Yushiro just looks to the side and he gets this flashback, and Tamiya's just like, oh, you're like totally gonna fucking die, dude. So, wanna become a demon? I mean, you'll kind of like lose all of your humanity, but you're technically immortal, so win-win, am I right, dude? And he's like, okay.
Actually, she tells him that his life will be pain and suffering. So, it's really not so much win-win. It's
let me make jokes.
You're sick. You're going to die. Here's an option that will help you live, but it will lead to misery.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, good for her for, like, telling him that it's not gonna be all sunshine and roses.
Right. That's kind of, like, really respectable, especially since she, frankly, asked permission, let him know that it might not be a good time, but at least he'll still have his life.
Yeah.
Which I find just a lot more respectable, instead of her just automatically turning him into a demon, no matter if he didn't want to be.
Yeah. So, the sweet part. This made my heart melt.
Yeah, so basically, Nezuko is hugging Tamiyo. Yeah, and she also gives Yushiro some head pats. That was cute. And he's all like, hey, stop!
He was so
Don't
upset about
touch
that.
my lovely mane of hair!
I'm a horse boy. Don't touch my mane.
And basically, Tanya is just like, I think she was like, oh, why is she hugging us? I mean, this is great. I'm not gonna lie. And I think Tenshu was like, oh, I'm pretty sure she sees you as family. And Tamiya's just like, but you said that spell only made her see humans as family. And Tandra was just like, well, I guess she sees you as humans. And then I'm pretty sure Tamiyo cried.
Yes.
Yushiro's not happy with that. And I don't think Tanjiro was either.
No, Tanjiro kept on trying to tell Nezuko to get away from her. He's like, I'm sorry, it was rude. And she's like, no, it's okay. I'm just happy.
Yeah, it was very cute. And then blah blah blah. Tamiyo asks if he will basically let Nezuko stay with them.
Yeah.
Tanjiro says no, which I kind of at first, when I was first watching it, thought sucked, because Nezuko would be put out of harm's way, and
yeah, I mean, I get it, because, like, she's his only family.
You're right, that makes total sense, but
Yeah.
even still, I thought it would have been cool.
I mean, it is kind of selfish,
Yeah.
but considering that, like, all of his other family was murdered, I kind of understand that, like, he would want to keep his last...
criminal.
Okay.
Because...
Oh! Okay.
Looks like Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And Smooth Criminal.
I gotcha.
Please get my jokes more better.
I'm sorry, I'm not very smart. But anyway, Yujiro says that Nezuko is beautiful, which makes up for what he said about her before. I can't remember exactly what he said.
I think he said something along the lines of that she is an eyesore.
Yeah, something like that. It was very rude.
Definitely. I would cry if someone called me an eyesore. But I also cried a lot of things.
I don't think I'd cry. I'd just be, like, really confused. Like, who asked you?
Very fair. But even still, I would cry because that's mean.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, so, yes. So he redeemed himself in my eyes. That's lovely.
I mean, he still called her nice at one point, and he's kind of like a huge jerk. I understand where he's coming from. He has a big fat crush, and he's trying to be all tough and not a nerd. I suppose that's understandable, but even still, the way that he comes off is just kind of dickish at points.
Yeah, he's a dick, but I mean, he's getting better, which is good.
Yep.
Character development.
Woo! Even though we'll probably never even see him again.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, just because he's sort of a minor character.
Alright.
Like, he's important to the plot, sort of.
Right,
but
yeah.
Tanya is honestly more important because she's the one who's a doctor and
Yes.
a demon. And she might even be a good demon therapist because I'm sure the world needs those.
Yeah, really. Demons need therapy. Yeah. But anyway, so Tanjiro, was on his way, and the crow comes to lead him in the next direction for the next mission, right?
Yep. And you know, Crow is like, go southwest, go southwest, southwest.
It's a very good crow impression.
Thank you. I never really do crow impressions, but I suppose that wasn't half bad.
I think you should do it more. You're good at it.
Thanks, I'm gonna try. But Tanjiro's just like, dude, chill the fuck out. I'm going. Wow, that voice really made Tanjiro sound like a stoner.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yes.
Say.
So anyway, it come across a man and a woman.
Mm-hmm. And the man is on his knees, just basically fucking clawing at her, and he's like, please marry me. You need to marry me right now, or else I'll die alone.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I really do not like him.
I don't know who he is, but he's weird.
I know who he is, and honestly, I wish I could say that he gets somewhat better. He does, but barely. He's a coward, he's annoying, and he's kind of a womanizer.
Well.
Like, I mean, he's not completely sexist, but even still, he doesn't seem to have drunken his, respect woman juice that morning.
No, that is unfortunate. So anyway, the show ends, and that's it.
Well, that episode ended.
Well,
Please
yeah.
imagine if the entire show ended at that point.
That would just be weird.
Yes!
But anyway, so that was the end of episode 10. Have a good day and keep it fruity. Anything you want to say?
Cowgirl, nice looking. That's, I don't know. I wish I could say, like, something important, but my brain doesn't really want to think actual words.
Fair enough. Bye.